can only count the three. With all due respect.
All due respect.
I hit out.
I knock counting out of the park.
Was it hit or knock out the park? What do you say?
I think you said hit.
Okay, I hit out the park. Shout out Mark Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. You got me. You got Devin. We are back. We got some NFL. We got some NBA. We got some sports Jeopardy. But I think the biggest topic, definitely no baseball. The biggest topic, I would probably say the last week is something that won't be, what's the word? We won't know the answer, even though it's obvious, until 2028.
Yes.
And that's the flag football.
No, I mean we'll probably know 2027.
I mean we know now.
Like they're gonna plan this shit out vigorously.
But like, we know now. So for anybody that's been living under a rock,
I mean I can say for certainty we know who it's not.
Okay, we 100,000% know who it's not. So
yes,
I guess for anybody who's been living under the NFL rock and hasn't been keeping up with the drama, I guess, still haven't figured out how to say it. Darrell Doucette.
I think it's Doucette.
Doucette. We're gonna call him Darrell.
Darrell Doucette.
Is it Darnell?
No, I'm just gonna butcher his name. No, I want to butcher his name.
Okay, I'm gonna just call him Darrell.
Darnell Doucette.
So when we did the podcast on Tuesday or whenever, a couple quotes that came out like of him being like, oh, I don't know, but then like it was like right after like it like caught way more wind. And it just seemed like he had a lot more to say and a lot more quotes and more people.
Honestly, the second that he opened his mouth, now granted, this is this guy's job, this is what he does, but the second he opened his mouth and said that he wanted to play on the team, he's getting the shit kicked out of him. But the fact that he's trying to double, triple, quadruple down is a bit alarming.
Oh no, the double, quadruple, triple. The double, triple, quadruple down is ridiculous. So the quote is, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game. When it comes to flag football, I feel I know more than him.
Yes.
Okay, so
we don't know what that means.
Devin, and be honest, and maybe your answer to this doesn't even correlate to his quote. Do you think IQ is the most important factor in any sport?
Do I think that IQ
is the most important factor?
I mean, we talk about sports being however much percentage mental or whatever. No.
If LeBron was
the size, if LeBron was 5'9", the size of Bronny,
if Bronny James has LeBron's IQ,
sure.
Is he going to be LeBron James?
No. Fuck no. Okay. I don't even know what I thought about it. No.
Okay. So, yes, IQ is important to any sport. But
also, you're still wrong in that department.
You're wrong in that department, and I was going to come on here and we were going to, I can't believe you. But I found the best comment under this, and I loved it. I loved it. I've been laughing at it all night. You're telling me my guys can memorize 100 versions of switch Y, razor, triple, elephant, neck, double, sailboat, corner, far side, single, dip, McFlurry on 3, but the nuances of flag football will overwhelm them?
Yeah.
That is
McFlurry, dip, 97, left, right, corner 2.
Like 70. When that's what you'll see, like back, like Jared Goff being like, all right, let's see. Or remember when Tua's like, all right, repeat after me, and he like gives a play, and every reporter's like,
you got nothing.
Like, and that's just that. It's funny, but that's a perfect way to put it. It's like the oh my god, the fact that we're sitting here having this conversation is ridiculous. And I did get a chance to watch his highlights.
Yeah,
because you started watching them last episode, and
I looked at a throw or two.
No, I saw multiple throws. And what'd you call him?
I don't know.
Brucey? Did you say he threw like Brucey?
No, I wish I did.
Okay, I thought you did.
He
Maybe you
does.
said something else because he throws like Brucey from the longest yard. That was like the best comparison I saw, like from any movie throw. Um,
I love Brucey, dude. That's my
Adams
guy.
hit me. Yeah. So he definitely and that's the thing. It's like, okay, if you want to think you know more about flag football than Patrick Mahomes, which
Now,
okay,
I did see bro do a like this is so dumb. Also, it has nothing but in flag football they do like that dumb little like poop squat.
yeah.
That's one skill Mahomes gonna have to learn, which he
Okay,
will
but
probably
everybody
master.
keeps talking about just Mahomes.
Yeah, no, we're not
First
talking
of
about
all,
L fucking freaky.
I mean, okay, you got Lamar, you got anybody. I'm not even talking about quarterbacks. First of all, the ball's going to get thrown to other people.
Yeah.
And the other people we're talking about are going to be people, and who knows who's going to be on that team in 2028. But let's say somebody like Tyreek Hill or somebody like Justin Jefferson. Like,
Agreed.
it's going to be an issue.
Dude, there's miles of you could take the entire fucking Panthers roster
Yes.
and go win.
Yes.
So to me,
it goes,
it's like it's weird.
To me, it goes because you got to understand and I mean like look at like the XFL and the USFL or all those like minor leagues or semi-pro leagues, whatever you want to call them. A lot of them were 5-star recruits, former first-round picks,
former NFL players.
Like the level you gotta be to be in the NFL. What is it out of high school? Like 0.2%?
Probably less.
It's something ridiculous.
It's way less. It's way less than that.
Or 0.0. I know it's
very.
But it is very low.
I mean, there's what 1,200 dudes in the NFL.
But to me, it's like you got NFL, and then you get to like the semi-pro or whatever, and you got to also think about these big dogs that are playing for Alabama and Ohio State and LSU and Michigan and Oregon, whatever other big name college you want to name.
Yeah,
you got those big boys. Then, honestly, like high school Texas high school football, then I'll go flag.
Sure.
Like then I'll go flag.
Yeah.
Like it is mind-boggling that you think your IQ is better than somebody who gets to take away reading blitzes, reading how many people on the field at once? 7
per side
on each side. What is
no
it?
No idea. I think
however
it's
many
5.
Like the oh my god, like he's gonna have to make probably 20% max of the adjustments he would have to make in a normal NFL game.
Probably.
This is for any quarterback.
Yeah.
This is for any quarterback, any player.
Agreed.
Like, and we're talking what a safety has to do in the NFL, or what a corner
compared
has
to what
to
a
do
safety
in the NFL.
has to do in flag football. All you gotta do is ball hawk, brother.
What a DB is gonna get to do in flag football.
What our DBs are gonna be able to do.
About?
But yeah, you can take the top dudes in the NFL and we're gonna murder everybody. But you can go take Georgia football.
Kill everybody. Colorado. You can hate Colorado as much as you want. No. You can take Colorado.
Colorado ain't winning shit, especially if that dumbass Prime is their head coach. Prime should be sponsored. Prime should sponsor Coach Prime, and they can both.
No. You can.
What's that thing called?
I don't know what you're talking about. You can play
human centipede.
Play Travis Hunter every snap. They can bring in all the Saudi money they want. They would go crazy. That. I know you heard about it.
I saw a headline.
I don't know. Apparently, Colorado reached out to like get funds from like Saudi Arabia or something.
Good for them.
Like NIL funds or something, which is like beautiful. Okay. I mean,
cool.
I mean, I don't know.
Also, Dion's out here banning reporters again.
Okay, well, I'll ask you about that in a second because I don't know what you're talking about. But I guess to cap off, I mean, what we're talking about here, it's these guys are in the NFL.
Yeah.
If the 5'9", 170-pound Darrell Doucette was good enough,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be playing flag football.
Agreed.
He would
And
be.
there's no skill that a flag football player possesses, other than like the little poop squat, that an NFL player does not.
Like you're basically going, all right, you have to make 50% of the adjustments you would make in a normal game. Oh, and there's absolutely no contact.
0. What are we doing?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly,
let's go kick the shit out of Israel.
Honestly, these flag football players aren't surviving an NFL practice, a training camp.
Fuck no.
A mini camp.
No.
But there was one. It was weird. Honestly, I think it's just because he has involvement in flag football, and I believe he like coaches and shit, I know he has an involvement in it.
No, I honestly want him to stop talking, just so like.
This is somebody else.
This is somebody else. Okay.
This is Chad Johnson. Ocho Cinco.
Ocho.
Because this is who I was talking about. He has some involvement in the flag football world. I don't know how much. Maybe I should have done a little more research in that. I bet Darrell Doucette flag football team can beat any current NFL assembled flag football team. Flag is different with too many ways to manipulate in-game play NFL players aren't used to.
Aren't used to or can't learn?
Aren't used to, I guess.
Or can't learn in 6 fucking plays.
See, here's the thing. Like,
what the fuck is he saying?
So if that's the case, then I would assume he knew or he assumed that this new kickoff was going to be a failure. Like they'd never figure it out because this is brand new.
This is new. Yeah, it's impossible to learn. Also, there's at no point I would have loved to hear someone when Chad was playing talk to him about, yo, you can't play on this flag football team because you as an NFL great, you are not good enough to play on the Olympic flag football team. He would have shut down the earth because, I mean, he's all about it. There's at no point during his career is he saying that.
I would have loved somebody to come up to Chad Johnson, prime Cincinnati Bengals.
Prime Ocho Cinco on the back, Cincy TJ Houchmanzada.
You couldn't beat a flag football team.
You're getting slapped. Ciao, please. You're done.
Stop. Like there's no reason. There's no maybe like, and honestly, like I was just about to say maybe this is a way to hype it up, but this isn't, because this is just some butthurt flag football player that's like he knows he's not playing.
Agreed. So go get your steps in.
Yeah. So I mean, and he's got
get your name out there.
What, he's got 3.5 more years.
Yeah. Go play. He can still play whenever. He's just not going to play on the Olympic team.
No, there's no way. Like I said, maybe they throw a couple guys on the team, but to me, that's just like.
But yeah,
that's just some pity shit.
Chad Johnson is affiliated with the AFFL. I don't know if he's on a team or not. He's probably on a team.
He coaches. Maybe he plays. I would assume he coaches.
Either way.
Yeah, obviously, either way, it's a bad take.
Either way, I mean, he himself is saying that he doesn't think that he was ever good enough.
That's basically what he's saying.
To play flag football, which you will never hear out of his face.
I wonder, like, I want to ask every NFL player that question, like, or former.
They
NFL
all know
player.
The answer.
Like, hey, Ed Reed, how do you think you would do?
How do you think you would?
Ed, how do you think you would do? In flag football, you think you do well, or you think they just bust your ass with their little ass drop that they got? There's no way.
You're a fucking hawk.
There's just absolutely no way.
Brian Dawkins is he wouldn't be good at a simpler version of the sport. It's not a more. Go put a flag football player on a football team. See what they do. Nothing. There's nothing that they can do unless they were a prior NFL player and still has their shit.
This is like a 5'9". This is like if I was like, you should see us at the rec center, man.
No,
Y'all can't fuck
Doucette
with
is
us. To be
not.
honest, it's just different around here. Like that, I would sound. You would look at me like an
Sound dumb
idiot.
as hell.
You just I don't know. I said this last episode, and maybe I actually mean it this time, but we're not gonna talk about this again for probably years. And it's
Agreed.
not unless he comes out with some more outrageous shit or more players come out with some
But
takes.
honestly, yeah, I think we're gonna start to hear more outrageous shit from honestly probably a lot of these dudes. He's the first one to talk shit.
I mean,
And he should be the last, but there will be more.
oh, I mean, I think a lot of players probably are looking at the heat he's gotten there like, oh yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how many players agree with him.
Well, probably none of them, I would imagine.
How many other track stars were like, yeah, Noah, you're right.
Exactly.
It's the same.
Noah's in a world of his own where, again, he himself is better than everybody. He's the better athlete than anybody. But anyone who is equally as good as Noah is not a better athlete than LeBron James. But he himself, because he is fast.
Yes, but if you put him on a basketball court,
Doucette himself is better than Patrick Mahomes. But no one else who plays flag football is. So it's just him.
But because of his IQ of flag
football. Because of how to do a poop squat.
He has the IQ, flag football IQ.
Yep.
So that would.
No one's gonna the flag football thing is a charade to showcase players, NFL players, and to grow the game of NFL football. And the NFL has money, so the AFFL does not.
It's football light.
Agreed.
It's low quality football.
Is it slightly different? Yes.
It's a very stupid conversation. The fact that it is that the spark for the debate to even be a conversation is ridiculous.
Yep.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I'll wait till, years down the line when we actually get to the Olympics in 2028 and it's full of the rosters is full of NFL players and that'll be it.
Yep.
Probably not a single flag football player who's on a team now will be on that team.
Not one.
Okay, another. You want to swap over to NFL football. I guess I finally saw a clip of the shells that they're gonna wear on their helmets this year, in a preseason game.
Well, I think one of the only ones was Jonathan Taylor.
Yes. Okay.
He threw one on.
So.
Which is good for him.
Okay. Here's my problem with this whole shell thing. We spent years listening to doctors, professionals, former players, everybody going, there is nothing else we can do.
Yep.
There is no more padding you could add. There is no more protection. There is nothing you can do to prevent what we are worried about, which is CTE, which is caused by the rattling of the brain inside your skull.
Yep.
So
if you get this, your brain's gonna slosh.
I see this on Instagram, and I see a lot of people, and I was shocked to see that there were actually a lot of people who were like, "This is like." Obviously, you have a majority of people who are like, "This looks stupid," but like you had a lot of people who were like, "Dude, football is a violent sport."
Yep.
And it needs to just be accepted.
Yep.
And I see one comment where he says, "It's so sad, how many people don't know how much this is going to help." So
why do you think this is going to help? Because I mean, we looked at the numbers, and the numbers were that in practice, it was what, like 25% down in concussions or whatever the fuck. Gives a shit.
Imagine ever using a practice statistic and correlating it to real fucking
high speed.
That is.
But that's where they got their stats from.
That's
was
like comparing it to flag
practice.
football. Like,
Yeah,
we threw these shells on the guys and the flag football, and now when they don't like when they headbutt each other, it's like not as bad.
yeah,
When they headbutt each other on accident, like I mean, it's just
exactly.
like so. Here, I'll because I did have a little back and forth with bro, just because I was curious. I was curious. I will admit, I might type away a little bit, but I was curious. It's kind of sad people don't realize how much this helps. Every lineman should be wearing one of these at least. Um, okay, so I get the thought because
Sure,
like linemen bang their head every play,
agreed.
but here's the problem: linemen bang their head every play.
Exactly.
So the extra one shell cap
Yeah,
padding that you're adding is
yeah,
not going to do anything
no,
for what you're trying to prevent.
exactly.
So, and I'm not going to read all this, but my biggest issue, which when I responded was like, it's not basically what I'm saying now is it's an external protection, extra layer of external protection that's not preventing the problem that is at hand. And he goes also that because I said something as like it's a violent sport, it should be treated that way. He says is exactly why they implemented things like the soft shell. Or are you saying we should go back to leather caps and shoulder pads? Okay, I'm gonna
We have
tell
shoulder
you.
pads still.
No, leather like the just like
Oh, the yeah, like
leather
in
caps
uniform. Sure.
and shoulder pad leather caps and shoulder pads. So I'm gonna give you a different scenario, and you listen to how dumb that sounds.
Yep.
Okay, man, there's not much more we can do to make cars that much more safe. So we should probably just like take out the brakes and the airbags,
Yep.
and just hey, fuck it, like let's just
Yeah.
like no,
Run it.
okay.
Run it all the way back.
The
But
argument isn't hey, it's dangerous, so let's take away like if we just in simple terms, if you went to a leather cap, obviously that's more dangerous. Obviously, you're
yeah,
just taking away elements of like protecting your face, your
sure.
anything here, like your mouth. Like that is just a stupid thing to say.
No,
That
agreed.
is when you are trying to reach at things in an argument and going, "Whoa, should we just go back to leather caps?" No, 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 no. We're just at the max protection. Like at this point, we're changing the rules to make it safer. There's
Yes.
nothing else we can really do with equipment. If
No,
anything, what are the top two things people are bitching about? Rules and field conditions.
exactly.
Nobody's going, oh, we need better helmets. They've done everything they
Well,
can.
the thing is, it's like the game, if it were played with leather helmets or no helmets, would be a safer game. But having helmets at all makes and shoulder pads and everything makes this game incredibly more dangerous, and you can't change that. You can't fix that. And there's nothing again that you can add to the helmet or whatever that's going to reduce concussions
Yeah, and,
in any way.
that's the thing. Nobody on Instagram, because I'm not gonna lie, like I get it. It's social media. Say what you want. We say what we want. People can comment, say whatever.
Yeah,
But I kind of treat it like real life. And what I mean by that is like if I see you in real life or if we're having a conversation in real life and I think there's nothing else you can add to this conversation, to me, it maybe it's selfish or narcissistic, whatever. The conversation's over. So if I say what I have to say and and I feel like there's nothing somebody on Instagram can comment that would go against what any doctor has already said, I'm just like gonna block you. Like I don't want to hear what you have to say. So I don't
sure.
know, bro. Bro could have came up with the greatest comeback or whatever, but I don't know because there's nothing somebody in the comments of Instagram. There's nothing they're gonna be able to say that's gonna go against what doctors have literally been saying ever since the CTE thing has became a discussion.
Yeah.
So, I,
There's a study,
what's the study, Devin?
by whatever this fucking organization's called,
'Cause there's a lot of studies.
the National Library of Medicine, um, ran a whole study and said that there's no. Here we go. Commonly with or without.
Wow, you're really drawing the fans in, Devin. What you got there? People were. Is this article saying that it was
We could
good? It
not
was
conclude
bad?
that the Guardian cap provided measurable impact mitigation or reduced concussions. It doesn't work.
Well, Devin, it's because we knew this. Like this is honestly to me, this was Roger Goodell going like this was Roger Goodell trying. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
trying
Well,
to help.
also it was like they're like, yo, it's an option.
It's an option, but you got to remember, it's been years and years and years of what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You got to do something, and everybody's been saying it's like, bro, we can't do anything. Like we
Honestly,
can't.
make it more dangerous is what they've been saying. They say we want to hit people, we want to fuck people up.
But it's just it it's part of the game.
Yeah.
Look.
But
It's
adding padding isn't doing anything.
it's not, and we know that. A year ago, if you said, "Why can't we put more pads in the helmet?" Everybody would have been like, "Well," and would have literally because
Sure.
everybody knows the science behind CTE now and
Sure.
what causes it and how it happens and how it cannot be prevented.
And
That's been
how
the
and
discussion
how shell shockingly rare it is
and how
to
we
be
really
to cause actual damage, to
and
cause brain damage.
it's also like still there's a big large gray area around CTE.
Well, I mean, it's diagnosable posthumously.
Yes, but I'm saying like now they just take anybody that is like not perfect and they go he has
Yes.
CTE.
Yes.
Like you see that it was a clip not that long ago, Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. They
I
were
don't
to
watch those people.
they were to well it was a funny clip because I'm pretty sure Le'Veon asked Antonio Brown or either one or the other. I think Le'Veon looks over at AB. He's like, "You think you got CTE?" AB's like, AB's like, "All right, you think?" And Le'Veon's like, like he's just like,
Yeah.
like it's just and NFL players kind of joke about it the most, and I think it's because they're the least that are concerned or talking about it because they
Agreed.
know what comes with the game.
That's why they
They
play the game.
they've been put like when you get to the NFL, you put your body on the line more than half your life already.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
accepted
like
what's
your
going on
injuries don't start in
the
the NFL.
NFL.
No.
CTE doesn't start in the NFL. If
No.
anything, you're probably the least likely to get any more damage from CTE once you reach the NFL because of how, you know, good you have to be, how when I mean good, I mean like level of safety. Like like
Yeah.
like like
Sure.
like motherfuckers
Generally.
aren't just
Yeah.
running around leading with their head and just like
Agreed.
playing because you know that can lead to more injuries and everything else, but solely because it's like
But
a
we
rule.
see hits like that way more in college, a shit ton in high school.
But
It's
you know,
just guys
once
who don't know how to tackle correctly.
once you get to college, you got 100 cameras on you, and if you leave with your head, you're gone.
Targeting. You're out.
In
Yeah.
high school, if you get caught doing that, you're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you are out of that game. So I mean, by the time you get to the NFL, your head's probably not right. You're probably obviously it's rattling around. We just sat
Agreed.
here and gassed up the NFL
You've
for the
probably
first
had a
15
ton
minutes.
of concussions already. But also 95% of concussions go undiagnosed or whatever the fuck. Because, you know, usually they're pretty mild and don't
Like
impact a
when,
lot. But, I
like
mean, obviously they're bad and whatever, but they're football players.
like I get it's your brain, but at the same time, it's like there are players who are going to tear this and break that and still play and
Yep.
still prevail and still whatever and there could be long term like what could Ryan Shazier have done differently?
Nothing.
Maybe slightly adjusted the angle of his tackle. Because
But
to
yeah, I mean,
me,
he got incredibly unlucky.
or what like
He's
moves
made
his
tackles like that his whole career.
you know yeah, like that was probably so routine to him.
So routine. And he just caught it perfect and slammed everything together.
And it's just like things like that you it's just part of the game.
It's unpredictable.
It's part of the game. And the shell cap thing, look, I'm not saying like
I
you're
don't give a fuck if
fucking
they want to wear them. It
if
doesn't
you want to wear them, you want
matter.
to wear them, but let's not sit here and pretend that
Yeah.
it's this, oh, we did it.
Yeah.
People
We
like
we We fixed it.
Because but this all goes back to like, okay, if you truly believe like it's a very small percentage of people that get CTE, that's fine. But when it's like, oh, Antonio Brown has CTE, oh, Le'Veon Bell has CTE, oh, Aaron
Yeah.
Hernandez obviously has CTE, like it's like
Yeah.
all this shit.
What about the thousands of players who have walked away from the game and gone on and had careers and lives and
but
families
like
and such?
but my whole thing is like, when if a dentist beats his wife, he doesn't have CTE.
Agreed.
It's not like, oh, he's
Yep.
tripping, he's
Yep.
crazy. It's like, he's just a dentist who's abusive. Like it's like,
Yep.
but when it comes
They
to a
make those
football
people.
player, it's like, oh fuck, there goes
Did
his
you hear about that
brain.
guy?
Which guy?
The guy that we talked about a few weeks ago? Like apparently
Mike
tried to kill his lady.
Mike Hall? Mike Hall?
Yeah.
What about him?
The woman who accused him recounted her story.
Ooh.
She said that she took away parts from that story.
Do you believe
And
her?
especially the one where he had put a gun to her head.
Do you believe her?
Someone lied.
But who do you think's lying?
Well, maybe the woman who redacted her story.
I don't know.
But also, I mean, I guess they're fiancés and they might be still together, and maybe she doesn't want him to be arrested for doing such things.
Okay, I mean, do
So
you
who knows?
think if
But
there's no cameras in any elevator that there's a chance Ray Rice and his wife deny it ever happened?
probably.
Okay. I mean, and this was my whole thing when we did talk about it, and I was really, really trying to be careful, tiptoeing around it, not trying to like defend Mike Hall if it was true, but I was trying to say that this could be a situation where, this isn't something like it could have been a really, really bad fight. And obviously nothing should lead to that.
Yeah.
That level of just treating another human being, but I'm not like me saying like, oh, she's lying or whatever. I'm not just saying that. Like I'm saying like it might have been more of a like, if these were just two normal people that weren't, under any spotlight. If this wasn't a premier rookie who just got drafted and he plays for the fucking Cleveland Browns, he's like in the NFL, we'd never know about it. We never hear about it, and maybe maybe like you got to think about how many people. And I know, like I said, I know it sounds bad, but I'm not talking about someone in an abusive relationship. But let's just say anybody might have a situation in their life that they don't want blasted all over the news and
Agreed.
blasted all over the internet. And whether that goes for anything, and that goes for maybe even the victim might be like, oh, I'm not even trying to have everybody talking
Sure.
me and you. Like, I don't want two random people on the internet talking about that shit. I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna just say it didn't even happen. Fuck it, it didn't even happen. Because maybe they worked it out. Maybe
here's the thing.
They stay together and they want things to work out. And if you have to redact it if you don't want him to fucking go to jail.
Agreed.
Just to go any further than rumors.
Yeah. But a report. Well, initially she said that, which is funny. It's not funny, but whatever.
I can't believe you chuckled.
I know. Well, no, she went back and told a prosecutor. She told the person that she was mistaken when she had accused him of pressing a gun to her head. I don't know in what ways you could have mistook that there's a gun to your head.
It wasn't a gun. It was something else.
I think she's just mistaken by the whole thing and doesn't want to press any more charges. And I'm also, a report had been revealed that Hall's fiance had been charged in a separate dispute in which she allegedly struck him in the head with a glass bottle.
Okay, so this is a toxic relationship.
This is an abusive relationship. He dropped the charges on her.
It's a toxic relationship. Like, look at like Blueface and Krishan Rock. Like
exactly.
How many times
they
like beat each other up, and
dude,
then
they beat the fuck out of each other,
and then like in love with each other the next day.
Exactly.
Like, obviously, we're not.
This
for
clearly
it.
is not good.
Obviously, we're not for it, but it's a thing. It's
a
thing.
much a thing.
It's a thing, and like, and I know, like, to me is like I can't go back on what I said though, because it's like if I'm gonna have my feelings, like if another thing came out about Tyreek Hill, I'm not gonna be like, well,
Yeah.
it's like no,
Maybe.
it's been a ongoing pattern of things. So yeah, if something else came out or whatever, and just because his girl or his fiance is like, oh, never mind, it's not
Yeah.
okay.
No.
It's not like, oh, okay. So you said like it happened, took it like about to take it to court, and then like all of a sudden change your mind. Totally
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. No, so I believe nothing happened at all. Nothing.
Yeah. She was like,
Nothing.
yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there actually.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I don't know, Devin.
but
But
yeah, no, this just seems like a weird abusive situation. Okay.
so something that came out, not too long ago, but and I was kind of curious on what like. I kind of wish I went back and really dug deeper into it to see like what led to this, but it was Tua speaking on Brian Flores.
Yeah.
So I do have like the one
Did you
important
watch the
quote.
video?
No, well, see, but I only got like the. I
Well, I
think
mean,
I
it was
saw
just
like
it was a tight
the
quote.
quote like when
Yeah.
he's okay. So this is what Tua says. So um
But the thing is, he said it like to us. So when you read it, it sounds differently than him saying it.
okay, so I'm gonna read it and then I want you to read it how he sounded.
I'm not reading it how he
No,
sounded.
I want you to read
I'm
it how
not
he
reading it.
sounded. I 100%
No,
want
I'm
you to
not
read
doing
it.
that.
Why not?
I'm not imitating Tua
No, no,
Tagovailoa.
no, no, no. Trust me, you're imitating Tua. You're
No.
imitating Tua. If you woke up every morning and I told you that you suck at what you did, that you don't belong, then someone comes and tells you you are the best for this, how would it make you feel? You are the best fit for this, how would it make you feel?
That's the quote.
That's the quote I have.
You don't have
Tua
the other
says
quote?
Brian Flores will repeatedly use demeaning language with him and other players on the Dolphins starting even in his rookie season.
Yeah. Well, Tua was saying that he was like, "How would you feel?" I'm not talking like Tua. I don't know how to talk like him. He has like this weird nasally
Guys, so
bullshit accent.
you've imitated every single person
No, I'm just saying I don't
in
have his accent.
in like
I can't talk like
and
I
like
don't have that.
in like way more what's the word offensive ways like
No,
of
agreed.
imitating people.
And this isn't to guard offense. This is like
Yeah, no. See, that's the
I
thing. Like
don't have him in the bag.
like you seem scared almost to imitate Tua.
No, I just think it's a waste. You know, I don't know how to talk like this fucking
Well,
guy.
you'll work on it. We'll work on it. How
I'll
about
work
you
on it.
work?
But
You get in the
either
Tua
way,
lab.
he was bitching about. Now, I kind of agree and I kind of don't. Like, he was talking about how Brian Flores would always come in and tell him that he sucked and that he wasn't a fit for the team, that he wasn't this and that he wasn't that. And he was like, "Oh, that drains on you as a person or whatever." And then someone comes in and tells you that you're good and that you're this, and it was just a bunch of like fucking bullshit. And it was about nothing. He was calling Brian Flores a terrible person because he said he sucked or whatever. I don't know. It made no sense.
Okay.
But yes, if someone is telling you you suck, he was saying maybe you'd start to believe it for whatever
So
that's worth. To call him a terrible person, I don't know if that's the correct terminology.
I highly doubt, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I could easily be wrong, but I highly doubt that like practice, like an average day at practice was Brian Flores just being like,
Dude, you
"Man,
fucking suck.
you fucking suck."
Yeah, no.
Like I just want you to know, you are the worst quarterback I've ever seen touch a football.
Yeah,
You
maybe
are
like criticism.
like okay, so this is what it sounds like to me. I had a coach who was like really, really hard on me, and like it sucked. And then I had a coach that the Dolphins hired that really likes me.
Even though he's lying to my face, and the success is not based off of my good play, it's based off of the people around me.
See, but here's the thing though. If you believe you're good, right?
Yeah.
Brian Flores. Obviously, yes, maybe he could diminish your character a little bit,
Hmm.
or hurt your feelings a little bit.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, if you were picked number 5 in an NFL draft, you obviously have the confidence to be a quarterback in the NFL.
sure.
And then you're saying, well, I have this other guy coming in saying that I'm good and I'm the best fit. And that makes you conflicted. Like, okay, if you think you're good and now you got a coach saying you're good, what's wrong? What's the
Yeah,
problem? If you think Brian Flores was just a terrible guy who was shitting on you for no reason, and now this guy is just telling you what you already thought,
but
why are you conflicted?
Tua wasn't good.
No, well, no. That's what I'm leading to. Like maybe Tua has some insecurities that
No,
he
1,000%. But
that
and now he's putting that on Brian Flores and calling him a terrible person. Terrible person. That's a strong term for someone saying that you're not good at your job when you weren't very good at your job.
But I feel like, okay, somebody saying you are not good and you questioning whether you're good or not, okay. I can relate to that and understand to that.
Sure,
But to me, saying somebody said I was good and I don't know, I'm conflicted,
sure.
that to me is like you're showing your hand like you are insecure.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like
Yeah, anyone can tell you anything,
someone tells you you're
and
good
you'll
and you're
believe it.
like, I don't know, like, am I
Yeah,
good? Like
yeah.
that, like I don't really, I don't know. And what did this? Do you know what question was asked? Do you know what led to this? Do
It
you
was on
know?
a podcast, and I think he was talking about different coaching styles.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't bring up Flores specifically. Obviously, he was just like we had this one coach. I don't know, some bullshit like that where he was like this one guy who was just no. He brought it up like how he was like, how would you feel if someone had every day said that you suck, and then how would you feel if someone every day told you they were good? Now there are problems with telling someone that they're the best all the time.
Sure, but like
There's problems both ways. In the middle is fine.
but like we all know that we all know for 20 years Bill wasn't just complimenting Tom
A
Brady,
1,000%. And I don't think he did much, honestly.
and like
Um,
Tom Brady was somebody who like maybe could have had even more of a reason to go. Am I good? I don't know.
yeah,
Am I
exactly.
good?
And it makes you push yourself and work. But Tua has been gifted the ability now because he's on a decent team. He can look back and say whatever because now he's succeeding.
Well, honestly, I think he's just planting an early scapegoat.
On,
How this season turns out.
sure,
Hey, if the season doesn't turn out, if Tua doesn't play too well, remember what he said? Remember what he said going into the season? He was so conflicted with how he felt.
yeah.
He just didn't know how he felt as a player. Like if his
We're gonna
confidence
get
was.
we're gonna get mid-season. We're gonna find out real quick how good this Dolphins team is, and we're gonna find out real quick that no one gives a shit about how Tua feels.
I mean, anywhere from 9-8 to what 11-6, and
Sure,
they'll lose in the first or second round of the playoffs, and that'll be Miami's season. That's
yeah.
that's the Dolphins. But
But to
yeah,
me, it's kind of a wash of a story. I don't
it's a
really give a
wash of
fuck.
a
I don't really
story.
give a fuck about who Brian Flores is as a person. I don't care.
See, it's sure it's a wash of a story, but the problem is a lot of people are like taking his side and going like, "Fuck Brian Flores," like Tua, like shame on him for doing that to Tua. When like I don't know, I look at this as like Tua is really showing his weaknesses, like really showing like I'm like because if we're gonna stretch it so far as to wow, Brian Flores is a piece of shit, then I'm
Yeah,
gonna stretch it as far as like wow, Tua really is insecure,
Tua's a
even
pussy.
though he like you said, but like see, it's the thing is like I know we make up narratives, and every player that gets to where they are should and do believe that they worked for it and everything they did, like they earned at they think that they everything they've gotten they've earned. But like okay, like KD knows he's good. He doesn't care what people say.
No,
KD
clearly
knows
not.
he's KD, but maybe deep down inside, all the narrative said about Tua,
It probably gets to him.
from how he became a starter in Alabama to now, he might sit back and think like, damn, like maybe I'm not that good. Like,
But sometimes it's good to think like that because Tua isn't that good. And if you're gonna figure out that you're not that, like, I'd rather know that I'm not that good than
I guess. I
sit
mean,
around thinking I'm that good.
yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't tell
But then it
people
comes
though.
down to like I mean, everyone has their own internal, I guess, conflictions about what they are and whatever not. And I guess hearing certain things, having praise, will assist in those, um, for the better. But I don't know.
But,
I don't.
but I don't think you can tell. I don't think you should tell the world that.
No,
I don't think you should be like, hey guys, just so you
we don't
know.
hear this. We don't hear Tom Brady talking about. He doesn't put anything onto anyone else. Like anything that Tom does wrong or anything that anyone great does wrong, it is on them. It's their fault.
I was gonna say I feel like Tom's like probably definitely
It's called taking
instances.
accountability.
Yeah. Well, I was
Like
gonna say there's probably definitely instances where Tom was chewing somebody out, but like yeah,
no,
no,
but I don't think Tom's sitting around and saying, "Hey, Bill really fucked me up today. I feel
well, no,
like I
I mean
suck."
there are plenty of quarterbacks like when you look at like
Maybe he is. I don't know.
I mean you look at quarterbacks who like you said Tom Brady, but even other quarterbacks like look at the last couple years of Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Agreed.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay was like, damn, they don't
Matt
believe it. They don't believe in me.
Matt LaFleur doesn't like my style.
Like I think bro was like, all right, I'm gonna go to New York and
Fuck you.
eventually I'm gonna fuck some shit up.
Now, if anyone is
Eventually,
allowed to be entirely certain of themselves in terms of football, it's A-Rod. He's
yeah. I
good.
mean, he's definitely up there. He's definitely one of the easiest people, easiest, easiest. I don't know. I don't know how to word it, but I don't think
He's a
you're.
dog.
I don't think he's questioning. I don't think he's very insecure when it comes to
No,
his
he's a
talent on
monster
the
and he's a
field.
dog. And yeah, honestly, cool. You don't got to go. I don't know. It just seems dumb to go shit on another dude for stuff like that.
Oh, to Brian
Like that
Flores.
doesn't get. I mean, any NFL player can probably talk shit about anybody.
This isn't the first time somebody's shit on a coach
No, of
or
course not.
whatever,
But it's
but
like gives. I don't care.
that see
But now it's turned into more of like a fucking. I don't know. Less of a conversation about football.
see if you just want to say like I didn't like the way Brian Flores treated me and I didn't like his style. Okay, cool. But what is this whole now I got somebody saying I'm good and what do you do with that? It's
Yeah,
like I said, if you think you're fucking good and you're wondering why is Brian Flores saying I'm shit, then it should be an easy transition into oh, this guy believes in me, this will be fun. Like I thought that was the whole point. I thought
yeah.
this was the whole thing. Mike loves Tua. He loves the offense. He loves what he can do. What is the problem?
I don't know what the problem is.
It's some deep insecurities with Tua. Tua's a little insecure. A
Okay,
little
sure.
insecure Tua. All right, Devin. Make or break NBA part 2. First make or break. What we talked? We talked like Clay. We talked I'll just go back and find it. Who I don't because I honestly do
Yeah,
not
I don't
remember.
remember.
I don't remember who we talked who we talked we talked Clay. We talked Kawhi. We talked Bam. We talked
Mm,
LaMelo Ball.
mm.
Um
We haven't talked basketball in a little bit.
got some names today though.
I don't remember.
Make or break this year. Are these players going into a make or break season? I don't know how many times I have to give this, this warning, but when I say make or break, I don't mean like just like are they going to be a superstar officially or not? Are they going to be a bust? Like no, there's levels. There's levels to this.
Yeah, it's
You
not like
gotta, you
hey,
gotta,
you're an MVP or you're out of the league. It's
yeah.
not that serious.
It's there's levels to this. For example, somebody I got in here is Trey Young.
Very young.
The reason I got Trey Young on the make or break question board,
Yeah.
it's because there was a point where he was supposed to be like the next Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
He was, and I'll give it to him. He was at the same time, kind of everybody was like transitioning to this a lot. He was taking a lot more deep threes.
Yeah.
He was
There's a
cashing
video
out.
on YouTube that calculates how impactful if there was a 4 point line, how impactful that 4 point line would be. And the only person it would positively affect was Trae Young.
Okay, see there you
Trae
go.
Young, Dame, or Steph, but the only one it would really be worth it for was Trae Young.
See there you go. That's what I'm saying. Like I'll give it to him when it comes to taking deeper threes.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah,
passing. Sure,
yeah.
but when you go down the list, there's nothing else. There's no other Curry trait he has. There's no.
No,
He's not playing off ball like Curry. To me,
agreed.
he's more of a defensive liability than Curry. He's
Mm-hmm.
Curry can find more ways to score. It's just
Trae is nowhere near the finisher that's
what
Steph
Trey
is.
was projected to be. What 5 years ago?
Well, he was drafted the same year as Luka. They got traded for each other
So what year was it? Was it the year after the bubble? Before the bubble?
before. I think it was
So yeah, so
19.
2019.
I think it
I
was
would say
19. Yeah,
the regular seasons around that time it all gets jumbled up into like
2018.
one big. Okay, so
18.
there was a time where it was like, you see him like bro might be like the next Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
I know you get a lot of people that might be giving that praise or whatever, but at the same time, you don't have a lot of people that like start playing like very well, and then they're like, "Oh shit!" Like he might be a Steph Curry. The same way as like nobody, really out the gates, nobody was like, "Well, Lamar's going to be better than Michael Vick, no question about it."
No one said that.
It was like he's gonna be a running back. And then when like you started watching Lamar, it was like, oh, like he might be
Well,
he might be like Vic. Oh, he might be better than Vic. Like, see, it was when Curry when Trey was coming up, it was he's got a little Curry in him.
yeah.
What were you gonna say
Now,
though?
with Lamar, I mean, it was like I think Trey was expected to be good. I don't remember what happened pre, but um, it, the Curry thing got thrown around a lot,
It did, but did
especially
it not
during Curry's
stick?
peak,
Did it not
or
stick?
and right at, huh?
Did it not seem to stick to Trey a little more than
No,
others?
well, because he's hoiking up tons of threes,
I
but
mean, he's a smaller
yeah, as
guard.
but yeah, as you said, like as you started to watch Trey more, and as you would get into like I don't know important situations and late in games, yeah, I mean he's kind of around, but I mean the teams he's been on haven't really played winning basketball ever, and we haven't really seen him in Curry esque moments. Um, but I mean, he has a shot like Curry, and that's the comparison for him. But him as a someone to build around, I think that time is going to start to dwindle.
And the fact that, I mean, there were conversations like after this season ended, like should they build around Trey or DeJounte?
They've talks mid season. Yeah, of
Obviously, they went with Trey, traded
course.
DeJounte to New Orleans, which is going to be fun to watch. But
Yes,
and I think what we do struggle to do on these make or break sometimes is give like a definitive answer.
that is
So
true. I mean,
like
we hit both sides.
I do believe that this may be, like you said, this may be a year where it's like, it's going to define, can we build a championship contending team around Trey Young?
Well, the thing is, they're gonna need to try to do so. You know what I'm saying? Like they got Dejounte, and they were like, "That's all you get."
Uh,
There hasn't been a push to
well, I
make
mean,
Atlanta
I,
contend, and
I
he's
didn't.
never been given that content. Like Luca got Kyrie, that was his piece. That was his extra thing.
I mean, I
Now Luca
didn't.
wasn't working with the best stuff before, and still had a pretty good team and better than the Hawks. But Trey Young's gonna need at least two more solid pieces to help him
Like,
move, and
I
he might not
didn't.
even be the biggest guy then.
I didn't like them getting rid of like John Collins, and you bring in Dejounte
Agreed.
for a year and say fuck it, let's get rid of him instead of maybe adding a third piece to that puzzle
Exactly.
that might be the answer. But yeah, no, I think it. I think it's a make or break. It's a make or break year.
To me, it's more of a break. Are we definitively wondering if it is a make or break year, or will he break or make? We're figuring out.
It to me. It's not. Will he make or break? Which we could answer that question if we are sorry break,
But yeah,
but
no, it's more of okay. I got you.
it's it's
We've done a ton of these, and I still have no idea.
the best way I could describe it is you describe the make or break scenario, and you decide, is this the season he's going to define that scenario? So the
Yeah.
scenario for Trey is he going to be able to play well enough to uh convince the Atlanta Hawks to continue pursuing to build a team around him that could contend for a championship eventually?
Now, I think he's convinced the Hawks, and I think he's good enough to do so. But I don't know how this is going to work out at
Like
any point.
last episode or last time we did the make or breaks, it was, can Clay, how well can play, like will this season, how well will he play outside of Golden State's system? Will he
Sure.
fit well in a different system?
Agreed. Yeah.
And I think this year will be simple, very easy year. I mean, how many more years do you really have left to prove this? It might be late, a little too late to prove this, honestly, for
This is
Clay's sake.
probably a year too late, but Clay couldn't have left last year.
But there's just different scenarios, and I think it makes it a make or break because this might be the year you have to prove. You might have to prove that narrative. We're creating narratives.
Trey has maximum 2 years to really start it up.
And that's the thing. The NBA, it kind of always seems like you definitely get more than a year. Like it's not
No,
like.
I mean, well, honestly, Trey Young's had
But that's the thing. Like I
good
said,
few
5 years ago, half a decade ago, it was like, damn, we got a new Curry.
Obviously we're not going to get a new Curry. So
or another version of whatever.
I mean, we'll have a great shooter in Trey Young, and I think that will still be a thing. But yeah, it's going to be a matter of, is he worth it to spend all our money on and spend all our money on other guys to build around him? Is he? I mean, but again, we haven't seen him in Curry-esque scenarios.
See, yeah, but I get it, and I'm not saying like, oh, he was supposed to be an exact replica of Curry, but I'm saying he got put on that pedestal very high off of a couple things he could do on the court, and then I think it became very obvious that there was a lot of things he couldn't do.
Tons of flaws.
So you kind of got to bring him down that pedestal, and that's what I'm saying. Is this the year he comes down off that pedestal, or he proves himself?
Well, he's been sliding. So
make or break. Ja Morant.
No, this is not a make or break year. This is a make or break off the court year.
I mean, I wrote down we know why, and you're right.
Okay. But honestly, even then, I think he's so much of a superstar that it's going to take a lot for him to even break up his things off the court. And again, we haven't heard anything about Ja since mid-season last year, early season last year.
This is in no way this was not a setup to slander Ja. This is.
Am I slandering Ja?
No. I'm saying because you were right away no, obviously not. No, it's obviously not. But we have not seen the man in so long.
Yep.
It's I just want to throw it out there. It's no, if bro's healthy, he's back to the moon when it comes to superstar
peak.
Where he was at before.
Top of the top. Yep.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, I think
and he's a name that when we talked about faces of the league, we talked about guys in the NBA coming up. I mean, we talked about the motherfucking Olympic team, and I think honestly, I think Ja could have been on that team had he had a solid few years without any interruptions.
I mean, yeah, the NBA will be in a good place when it's ran. The big.
But because Ja wasn't around this year and he got injured, we weren't really talking about him, and I think there's tons of jokes and whatever bullshit you can say about him. It was a lighter, whatever the fuck.
That's the thing. It's been so long since we've had just Ja Morant on a basketball court, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Like people wonder why. Like
I mean, he got back from his bullshit 25-game suspension, and then got injured immediately.
and people get offended, like when we kind of push the narrative of like we just want to see you play, like just chill out. We just want to see you play.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like, bro, like, do you not see what we mean? Like,
Yeah,
when
like
you
I
get
want
to
to see
watch
it.
y'all just play,
We'll do whatever you can to stay on the court. That's it.
yes,
Like I don't. You can do extracurricular stuff.
you
No one
can
gives a shit.
say how you feel, but
Yeah, no one cares.
if it's gonna impact the reason you are known,
Or the reason that you're not on the court,
yeah, well, yeah,
then
which in this case it's what you're known for, and it's being on a
sure.
basketball
Yeah, yeah,
court.
yeah, yeah.
It's like that's all. That it's
Like
not.
we want to see him peak Ja. And honestly, I don't really give a fuck how good the Grizzlies are.
Mm-mm. We
Ja's a
all know the
dog.
Grizzlies. I mean, we look. I don't think the Grizzlies are gonna. I don't think the Grizzlies are in a great position as of right now. In the
No.
future, sure, but that's what we need. We need this next year where Ja just goes crazy and people want to come play for Memphis and they want to team up with Ja and they want
I
a.
think this is going to be a big year for Ja.
There you
And I
go.
want to see it.
Make or break, and he makes. I think it's easy.
I want to see it so bad. I mean, again, we haven't heard anything since the suspension, since the injury, all that stuff. I mean, we haven't had heard a peep. So
see, but and it's like I'm not wishing
the quieter the better.
I'm not wishing no like injury or anything, but it's like I know it sounds crazy to even have him on this list, but like
because it's pulled him away from the game before. Like getting a 25-game suspension in the NBA is pretty fucking big.
Like
I'm assuming that there's a ladder to how big the suspensions get based off your actions.
And there might have been a time like shit, let's say 12 hours after Derrick Rose tore his knee. People were going, damn, this might be it. And they might have been looked at as the biggest idiot. They might have been looked at like, what are you talking about? Like, bro's coming right back. Like, people might have already been having conversations like, is he going to be able to come back and be who he is? And it's like, I'm not saying I think it's going to happen, but it's like, if Ja say something similar happens where he's out for an extended period of time, he kind of just falls back in our memory, and then the next thing you know, it's like we haven't seen a full season of Ja in 3 or 4 years, and it's like it's really just showing face and being on the court, and that's all you got to do to be in the make column for Ja Morant.
For Ja, yeah,
specifically
for this point in his young career, yes.
And then the last guy I got for the make or break on this is see, and this is why I like the make or break for the NBA, because I think every player has a very specific scenario or narrative or reason why they could be considered a make or break player. Damian Lillard. Because it's expectations. Damian Lillard is Damian Lillard, and we know it. And recently, like, he came out and said like he feels like he hasn't gotten enough respect, and it's like I'm here to say like Dame is Dame. Dame is already a legend. He's obviously like who he is. But when you spend all this time talking about how much help he needs and how he needs this and he needs that, and here's the thing, people were saying him going to Miami, who I think they have their own flaws that they got to deal with, which definitely Dame would have helped with. They were saying like, oh, locked. That's a lot. Like finals, easy. I think the same exact expectation should be for Dame and Giannis. That is
Agreed.
That is a dream duo. They
caught a little bit of a pass because they were injured.
That's the thing.
But that's it.
It's a should be unstoppable, dominant duo.
1,000%.
If we get them healthy,
yeah,
the Bucks should be pushing for what? A finals appearance at the least?
No, that's 100% the Bucks push.
If it's not a finals push when healthy, is it not a waste? Is it not a break? Is it not a Dame? Like, what are we? Well, and maybe it doesn't fall on him, but I'm saying it better not fall on him.
I mean, the thing is, it's like, Dame talked about it for years that he wanted to be loyal, never got the help, whatever. You're on a team with former champions. It's a very similar team outside of a few guys. But yeah, I mean, the expectations are the highest. You are
Yes.
expected to perform. Now, Doc Rivers might be a mid-season firing. I don't know why he has this job, but he
The
has it.
I did
Um,
forget that. Yeah, the coaching thing was definitely
Doc is
more of
there. Doc's a fucking curse, dude.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
but I mean, depending on, I mean, whether they're the best or not, Dame is going to be expected to win a finals, and Giannis is going to be expected to be better with Dame on the court.
yeah. And if you went 2 years ago, you just went back a couple years and said, "Yo, what would you think of Dame and Giannis teaming up in the East?"
Yep,
People would say, "Oh, that's a lock. That they're
exactly,
going to the finals. What are we
exactly.
talking about? Why? What the fuck are we talking about?"
Yeah. What now
Uh,
that we're a year removed, it's different.
we're a year removed, and now it's like, well, like Boston's the favorites, and
Yeah.
like Paul
Fuck Boston.
George. Paul George is in Philly, and you can never count out Miami. It's like, no, 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 no.
No, we're counting out fucking Miami until they pull their shit
Oh,
together.
we're counting out Miami. I love Jimmy Butler, but it's not.
Everybody loves Jimmy.
It's not happening, and it's sad to say, but I think Miami's about done with his shit too. I think it's
Done with Jimmy's shit?
yeah. Well, I mean, what with bro coming out being basically telling Jimmy to shut the fuck up and
Oh yeah, yeah.
all
No,
that shit. It's like I don't.
Pat's pissed.
Yeah, Pat Riley. Like
Pat's mad.
bro was telling me, bro was basically telling him to shut up.
That is true. Well, that's
So
Pat's thing. But
but
I mean, maybe we'll see Jimmy on a podcast saying that his coach is mean. Boop, 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 boop.
we could see. But see, that's the thing. That's like Jimmy's the complete opposite of someone like Tua. He's gonna come out and
You
be
don't
like,
give a
man, our
fuck.
coach is a
He's
bitch.
like, I'm the shit. Y'all suck. He did that.
He
He
literally
told
did
the
it.
entire Timberwolves team that they're trash. They all suck. They don't deserve to breathe the same air as him. He's a god. Fuck everybody. And he was right.
Um,
That team was trash.
but yeah, no, I would say when it comes to expectations, Dame definitely. This is a year to prove it. This is a year to
Yeah.
prove all the years of just
I
give
mean,
him help, just give him help.
if something goes wrong this year, we're not coming into next year and going, yo, look out for Dame and Giannis. It's just not happening.
And that is a demotion.
Yeah.
And maybe make or break is too harsh of a term because it's not
Prove
going to
it.
break who you
It's a
are,
prove it year.
but it will break the the idea that if you just gave Dame some help that he's
And I mean, it's kind of like it could just be too late, you know?
it could be.
I mean,
It could be.
Dame ain't young.
It could be just a little too late, Devin. All right. Sports Jeopardy time.
Beautiful.
It's Sports Jeopardy time. Let's see what do we got. We only got this is the set. We got two more after this. Two more Jeopardies, and then we'll be done for a while.
Olympics.
Two more, and then we'll be done for a while. Let me pull this up.
Ozempics.
Okay. So today we got records, legends, championships, Olympics, and college football. Who won last game? You?
Did I?
I don't.
No, I didn't.
I don't remember who won last game.
No, you
so
won. I think I got pooped over.
I think you go ahead and go first.
It was tight. It was tight. The questions were
close.
good.
It was close. There were good
It was very
questions, but
close. The questions were good.
I honestly cannot remember. But I'll let you go first.
Give me. No, you did one. Give me championships for two.
For two. This team has the longest active championship drought in the NFL. They have won a championship. They haven't won a championship since 1947.
So never a Super Bowl. Did you just go to? Is this a lock?
What do you mean?
Why'd you go to the space bar so quick?
No, I was just hovering over it,
Oh, okay.
making sure.
I didn't know if this was a lock.
I mean,
So there's 4 teams who haven't won a Super Bowl. Bills, Lions, then obviously the new teams. Jags, Texans, Browns. Fuck. Now I'm in between Browns and Lions. I don't like this at all. What the fuck are we doing, Mikey?
Browns or Lions? I know you're gonna go with one of them. So who you going with?
No, I'm. It's the only ones I have.
It's gotta be.
It has to be one of those two. Can it be both? No.
Says team.
Oh,
This team has the longest active championship drought in the NFL. They
the
haven't
Lions.
won a championship since 1947. The Arizona Cardinals, Devin. Come on.
The Cardinals don't have a Super Bowl. Fuck
Cardinals do
everything.
not have a Super Bowl. It's okay.
Why not? I didn't even think about the Cardinals.
Let's go to Legends for 200.
The fuck am
Also
I thinking?
known as Sultan of SWAT, this MLB legend was the first person to hit 30, 40, 50, and 60 home runs in a single season. I don't know, Babe Ruth.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if I would say if it's like the first,
Great Bambino.
If it was like the first to do something,
he was the first dude to like hit any home run.
I'm gonna probably say Babe Ruth.
Yep. Everyone else back then stinky.
What you going with?
Stinky. Give me Olympics.
Olympics for 200. All right, let's see. Olympics for 200. This country has won the most gold medals.
USA.
America is the answer.
USA.
United States of America. Let's go with Legends. Babe Ruth 200. That's pretty mean. Let's go Legends 300. Sitting second in all majors on the PGA Tour, this record has not only made 18 holes, or this legend has not only made 18 hole-in-ones, but also has a 14-0 record going to the final round of a major of the lead. All right, there's only one person I'm going to guess. Just like I guess Babe Ruth. I mean, if I'm going to guess like a legendary golfer, I'm probably going to go with Tiger Woods. Do I know if he's had 18 hole-in-ones and is 14-0 going to the final round of a major with the lead? I don't know. But I have a good feeling it's either going to be Tiger Woods or like the other like two most famous golfers. Okay, it's Tiger Woods.
It's very much Tiger Woods.
See, I don't know. Like, I mean,
I think Tiger, yeah. He says he has 18, but his last one was like 1997 or something.
Could have been Jack Nicklaus. Like, could have been some bullshit. I don't fucking.
No, Jack is first all time in majors. Tiger is second. He has 15.
Okay. I'm starting to get an idea of this Legends category.
I don't want to touch Legends because that's scary. Give me records for 2.
Records for 2. Who holds the record for the most home runs in a single season?
That would be Barry Bonds with 73.
Yeah, I think we've had this question.
No.
No?
We just had it recently. It was most home runs in a career.
Oh, okay. Okay, I kind of like that. I kind of like the records. Records for 3. Which NFL player holds the record for most sacks in an NFL game? We have had this question before.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
It's Derek Thomas, Chiefs linebacker.
I'm so glad you got that because I didn't have it.
Yeah, no, it was Derek Thomas. I remember last time I I described him, said his number, and I think I just said his like first name wrong, but it was who.
Sure, you said like Brian Thomas. Give me championships for 3.
Championships for 3. This team won the 2018 NHL Stanley Cup.
That's the Washington Capitals.
Okay. All right. Okay.
The only hockey games I've ever watched were during that playoffs. Never ever watched hockey ever again. Thank God.
Okay. Let's go
this guy
records.
Didn't think I had a bag that freaking deep.
Let's go records for 400. Who holds the record for most consecutive wins, which is 90 in all of sports? Dude, I have no clue. In all
most consecutive wins?
90
like a team?
90 consecutive. This is going to be the most random. I don't know. 90 straight wins? Who holds the record for the most consecutive? I don't know. I would love to know. The University of Connecticut's women's
Oh,
basketball team.
if I reached in the bag, I could have snagged it. Gino
You
Ariema.
weren't reaching in shit.
Snaggable. Just like the hair down there. Sorry.
All right, next question.
That's on me. Olympics for 3. It's Greg Louganis.
Sport was brought back in the 2016 Summer Games.
I can't think of anything, but I'm gonna think a little.
I mean,
Brought back.
Seems like sports are brought back like shit.
They bring shit in and out all
say
the
like
time.
breakdancing, that's one and done.
That's done forever.
Brought back.
I mean, the fact that the only person that we're talking about in breakdancing was the person who did not score a point means that clearly
Yeah, no, I
the
haven't
people.
seen.
But honestly, y'all should be the breakdancing community should be applauding this dumb Australian lady because no one else is talking. No one's talking about the gold motherfucker.
Yeah, but I haven't even seen like how good the gold
No
medalist
one's ever
was.
seen any of that. All
I
we've
have no
seen is the
clue.
freaking chicken dance lady.
I've seen more Doucette highlights than
Agreed.
what the gold
But yeah,
medalist did in breakdancing.
she's the one who's bringing the sport back. You guys are freaking out here doing cool stuff, and no one gives a shit. No one's fucking watching breakdancing.
Maybe people will start to care. All right.
No, we care about people looking dumb.
What you got?
Fuck.
You forget you had to answer this question?
Yeah, I was stalling. The only thing I've come up with in that minute was nipple stretching, but I don't think that's a sport anymore.
I think it was only once in the '84 Olympics. I don't think
it was
brought
84.
back.
It was whatever one was in Atlanta, you know. I don't know what that means.
What do we got?
Fuck it. Badminton, baseball.
Oh, Devan, the golf man himself. I cannot believe you didn't pick golf. How did you not know that?
I did know that. Justin Rose, I'm very sorry. Justin Rose won gold that year.
If I would have known that was golf, like I would have been like, oh my God, I've been itching. I would have been so surprised you got that wrong. That is crazy.
Well, I didn't even think of golf. Well, because it said brought back, and
all right, let's say like legends for 100. This legend was a two-sport athlete starting in both the MLB and NFL. He won the MVP award for the MLB in 1989. Wait. So he played in the MLB and the NFL. He won the MVP in MLB?
Mm-hmm.
Am I stupid?
I don't know.
You know, you're being a dick. That's fine. Cause every baseball player or every football player that played baseball that comes to mind, like I don't remember them being fucking good enough to win.
There's one who was good.
An MVP in 1989. The only person.
Now, you might not be aware of how good they were at that one sport because they were very good at the other sport.
Bo Jackson. Yeah.
It's a 100 level.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I mean, there's two big names, and Dion wasn't that good at baseball.
See, that's the thing. Because of Bo, he was so good at football. It's like I wouldn't have been able to tell you.
He was a monster. He was a monster at both. He was a dog. I honestly, gonna be complete. I didn't know that he was
I didn't know he won MVP in baseball. That's
good for him.
Fucking crazy.
It's awesome. It's fucking sick.
Do you think they meant? Okay, I'll just take their word for it. What do you want to go with while you fact check that? You want to touch this college football? Come on.
Oh, he has 2 set. Dog. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're right. He was the All-Star MVP. So he was an All-Star.
He won the MVP award for the MLB. He didn't. No. Yeah, he didn't say All-Star. Okay.
No. So he was an All-Star in '89, and yeah, Okay,
That
so
makes a lot more sense.
that makes so much more sense.
That makes
But
a
Bo
lot
was
more
still
sense.
good at baseball.
Yep.
Give me legends for 4.
Legends for 4. Known as the fighter of the century, this boxer was a 3-time heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, you can become a multiple time fighter of the century. Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad
I don't think it's
Ali.
Tyson.
Nah, yeah. Fighter of the century, I
But
probably would only
but
go
to
Ali.
become 3-time, you have to lose. He lost a few times.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I guess. Um. Okay. It's been Ali, Babe Ruth, fucking Tiger Woods,
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson. 500's gotta be.
It's gonna be Otto Graham.
This NFL legend was the first running back to average over 100 yards a game. Although he only played for 9 seasons, he retired holding 5 NFL records. It's gotta be Jim Brown. First running back to average over 100 yards. His average per carry still holds up today. He's been doing old people this whole fucking time. Give me fucking Jim Brown. There's no question. Who?
Well, the only thing that veered me the other way was the 9 seasons, but
The 5 record. You retire with 5 records. You played in the fucking 50s.
agreed. Yeah.
Or you were Tom Brady.
Yes.
Okay, so this is
Give
pretty
me
easy. This is a pretty easy.
give me Champion Nuts for 4. Can't believe I fucking missed golf in 2016.
Okay, this team won the Super Bowl in 2000.
Is it 1 in 2000?
You know both. So just all of them. 99, 2000, 01. You know them all. So I mean, it's the
Rams,
2000
Ravens,
one.
Patriots. Pick them, whichever one, in that order.
Yeah. All right, tied game. I kind of want to test out this college football.
Yeah, you can go be the pig of Guinea.
I will 100. This team has the highest
You think
total.
there's pigs in Guinea?
I doubt it. This team has the most total wins in FBS. Oh fuck. For 100?
What? What is? So there's FBS and FCS.
Yeah.
Am I stupid?
FBS is like the big dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
Fuck, dude. Notre Dame. Maybe. Like I'm like honestly, my mind went to like straight to like SEC teams, but it's like that bullshit like Yale,
Yale is
like
the
that
most
one answer.
championships.
So
Yeah.
like I think what like Notre Dame, I think they produce like the most NFL players or something or
I
whatever.
think they're up there with the most ever. Yeah.
That's who I'm gonna go with. It's 100.
It's a great guess.
Michigan. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with losing 100.
I was in between Michigan. I think they had just broken that.
I'm okay.
I think
with
they
losing
just
it.
hit the 1,000 mark or something. I didn't remember that. Notre Dame's a phenomenal guess. Give me Olympics for 4.
Okay, you're taking shots.
I can't believe I fucked that up though.
Ooh. The amount of sports that competed in the 2018 Olympic Winter Games.
That's a big shot, and I'm not getting no reward for this. This sucks. All right, let's try to count.
You have a 1 in however many fucking guess. That is good luck.
36.
I think that was close to what I was thinking in my head. 15.
Are you shitting me?
15. 15 sports in the 2018 Winter Olympics. Okay.
What the
We'll go championships for 100.
15?
This team has won the most World Series. This is the Yanks.
Yeah, that's balls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the Yanks. I'll take that one.
Dog.
For 100, I mean, it's Okay, I'll take it. But 15 sports. That's it.
Fuck the Winter Olympics.
36. Wow, that's a crazy. In perspective, like in hindsight, 36 is crazy.
36 is a lot actually, and that's kind of a wrong number. Give me records for one.
Records for one. Who holds the NBA's all-time scoring record?
LeBron James.
Yeah, it's
okay,
it's
okay,
LeBron.
Mr.
It's
Jeopardy.
LeBron.
Very funny.
Let's clear this. Let's clear this records. Who holds the career NHL points record?
I didn't even see that there was still 5 records.
Well, there was only one hockey player I know that's like old. Like to me, like the Babe Ruth, or not that old, obviously.
Sure.
But like,
the Sammy Sosa, the Barry Bonds.
What is it like? It's Gretzky, Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne.
Who'd he play for?
Bunch of teams. Oilers, Kings, couple of teams.
That's the only hockey player I know.
I'm assuming.
He has to be if okay. He's the only hockey player.
He's the great.
I know. I've ever heard of.
You've heard of Alex Ovechkin.
Kinda.
You've seen an Ovechkin jersey.
Yeah, but if I lived like on the West Coast, do you think I'd ever know who that was?
No, but you would know who. It's a West Coast guy. Joe Thornton is.
I don't know. I have no clue.
I think he played for the Kings. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. This has been a pretty simple, like Babe Ruth, Muhammad Ali. Wayne
the records
Gretzky,
and legends were very simple.
Tiger Woods.
How many fucking Olympic sports there are? I don't know that.
Okay, you got kind of fucked. How many Olympic sports? And you got another one that was.
Well, I fucked the golf one up.
No, there was another one. There was another one that.
There was a few.
I got one that dicked you.
I got some few dicks.
You're looking like me right now. I'm not gonna lie. A
lot of dicks.
But there's still a lot. There's still a lot.
You're used to it. I'm not.
Fuck off.
Give me championships for 5.
Championships for 5. This racer won the 2018.
It's not a fucking sport, dildo.
This racer won the 2018 NASCAR Cup. Dude, you said you love the F1. You don't know the NASCAR?
This is different.
I know, but you should like.
I've also stopped watching F1.
Thank God.
Now I watch UFC.
Notifications going. Okay. Well, who won the? What racer won the 2018 NASCAR Cup Series?
Joey Logano.
You are somebody that should not have gotten that right.
Let's absolutely fucking go.
You had no confidence in that answer, and
no.
Okay.
I know names. I know people who know NASCAR. I know names.
Okay.
Big fan of that answer.
The swimmer holds the record for most gold. Michael Phelps.
Michael Jordan.
That's Michael Phelps. All right, we got a lot of college football.
Yeah, we do, and I'm not touching that 500 Olympics. That's for sure. Give me the. Run me down the list. Give me the 2-banger. I don't know much about college.
This team has had the most players drafted in the first round of the NFL draft.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Shiddly darn pooping.
First round.
It's like Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, Notre Dame. Manti Te'o was first round.
I don't think it's any of those teams.
You don't think it's Alabama?
You can guess whatever you think.
Ohio State?
You can guess whatever you want. Most first round.
First round.
What you got?
Ever?
Ever. And just
Ohio
know
State.
it's before LeBron broke the record for the scoring title.
Yeah, I'll say Ohio State.
USC.
That I didn't know.
USC.
Fuck USC.
USC. Okay.
Did you know
College
that?
football for no, I was gonna guess Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
I would have guessed Ohio State as well. This team has been to the most bowl games.
Whoa. College football, I don't know. There's so much. Dude.
Okay,
There's so many fucking teams. So hard to fucking follow.
This one might be Notre Dame because they're not in a.
They're an independent.
But does that? But if they're, if they have less than 6, they don't go to a bowl.
So, are they guaranteed a bowl? Do they always have a bowl?
I think they are guaranteed a bowl. They might.
I don't know. I
might be wrong,
dude. I'm just asking questions. I don't know anything about college.
Army Navy's. It's just the Army Navy game. That's not a bowl.
They call it a bowl,
but I'm not counting that.
No, it's a military.
If that is what it is, okay, I'm taking the points. But we're talking about teams and making bowl games. I gotta go Notre Dame. I gotta go Notre Dame again. It's gotta pop up. Alabama.
I don't even know what that means. Fact check.
I don't believe that, but okay. All right, Alabama. Wow. Huh. Okay. I did not believe that. I guess Notre Dame hasn't always been independent.
It's Alabama.
Yeah.
By 14.
I'll take it. Who's second?
Georgia.
Oh. Awesome. You want that Olympics question now, or you want it at the end?
Trying to figure out how to do this because. I gotta get both right, or you gotta miss.
Oh, you're gonna have to answer that Olympics question.
I know. Honestly, I think I have a better shot at the Olympics one.
I'm not touching that shit. You want
the Olympic 5?
Olympic 5? This country has never won a gold medal in the Winter Games, even though their name is very ironic to the sports competing.
Hint. Skeezins greetings. That's not a country. Is there a country that has to do with winter? Now this is gonna suck because it's
never won a medal.
Never won a medal in the Olympic Games, even though. Got it. Also,
a hint is crazy.
I got it. A hint's crazy.
What?
It's Iceland. Such an easy hint.
If it's I'm sorry, dog. Iceland because of that hint, that is crazy.
I'm sorry, dog.
Wow. Wow. So you get a hint on question 500. That is fucking insane. Wow.
I'm sorry, brother.
Wow.
Hey, I got dicked a few times, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay. So I gotta go. Either if I get this next one right and you get the next one right, you win. So,
but if
I can't get this next one wrong, which I'm gonna go with the easier one.
Yeah.
Because you'll win either way. Yeah, because if I get 18, you'll have 19 if you do the 400. Okay. This team has the highest winning percentage in the FBS. Okay, so the most wins was fucking, who was it?
Michigan.
But the highest winning percentage? All right, look, I know I've said them twice now. But how many times is Notre Dame going to be wrong?
I don't know.
This team has the highest winning percentage in the FBS. Can't get a fucking hint, of course. Yeah, no, it's but a hint on 500 is fucking beautiful.
Hey! I had who won the
You can
the
suck
Cup Series.
a fucking dick.
I had
and if I knew,
win that.
if I knew you knew NASCAR racers, I wouldn't have been like, oh, poor Devin, he's got a NASCAR. You fucking had it in the bag. You knew exactly
I know like
who it
5.
was. Get that shit the fuck out of here. A fucking hint that I'm. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Notre Dame, because it's like I've said them so many times. If it's them, I'd kill myself on this fucking pod. Okay, so they have the most, and okay, real creative. Who made this? Way to come up with
good questions for college
different
football.
answers.
These are horrific college football questions. Horrendous.
Okay, so because I was gonna go. Well, Michigan has the most, so it could be them, but obviously I didn't think it'd be that fucking easy. But hey, congrats to you. This team has won the most overall conference championships.
Georgia.
Nebraska.
Big Ten. No one cares
Nebraska,
about the Big Ten.
And you win by
Nebraska's
100.
the best.
That was a good. I mean, it was close. That was a close game.
No, that was good.
1,000 to 100.
A little weird.
You won by 100 with a fucking hint.
I had to guess some NHL. I had to get the Caps. I had to get fucking Joey Logano.
I've been dicked before in this Jeopardy shit.
That wasn't much of a dicking.
Who? You?
You.
No.
There was
no.
You caught a little dick.
I'm saying you were getting dicked.
Oh yeah.
But then you got the biggest fucking bailout ever.
Then I get a bailout.
Oh, it's pretty ironic that
very
this
ironic
place
that the
never
name
won. You know
how
dumb I had to sit there and act for you to maybe not get that. It's obviously Iceland in the Winter Olympics.
Dumb? Because I wasn't even. I wasn't thinking.
As soon as I read it, I was sitting there going, "Oh, Iceland. Iceland would be the funniest thing. What the fuck else would it be? I mean, the fucking.
Legitimately, I pictured a map and I was like, Bing.
Yeah, I went word Iceland. It's funny.
Iceland.
But I mean, I don't know. It's fine. It's cool. You can take that. We got 2 more Jeopardies left, and then we're straight into the NFL.
I feel like I always have to work way harder for these Jeopardies to win. I feel like my picking is bad.
Bullshit.
No. My picking of when to get points.
Okay. I was gonna say because when it comes to luck of the draw.
No, I mean.
Holy shit!
You've been dicked the past few. We've both been dicked down.
I'd love to go.
Pause.
Don't say that. I'd love to go back and see.
Also,
watch some.
Dude, can we put an end to people saying pause? Because not only is it fucking stupid, you sound like very stupid. It's like if you're gonna say something that could be homosexual as a joke, say it as a joke.
Well,
quit saying pause after every fucking thing you say.
Could you make could we go to like a 90% decrease of the use of the word?
That'd be great.
And only use it when necessary.
And not like
like the inflation of the use of the word is your problem.
Yo, I dropped my cheese stick. Yo, pause. Like, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Like, let a man eat a hot dog in peace.
What are we doing?
Like,
let me eat it. Let me eat it a glick.
Like, just let him eat the hot dog.
I choked on some water. Dude, chill the fuck out.
Oh, pause. You're choking. Like,
what the fuck are we doing?
Let's decrease the.
And also, say it as a joke.
Okay.
And why are you afraid of sounding a little flamey at times? Who cares? Who gives a shit?
If you know it's a joke. Why are you?
I'm not Dwight Howard. I know what I do with myself.
Okay. All right. I think it's time.
Yeah. I know where I stand.
Yeah, I think it's time.
I can say stuff like that all the time.
We're getting into scary hours with you, Devin.
What?
Well, we talked.
We are hitting. This is when my brain goes.
We're getting the scary
backwards,
hours
upside down, left and right, topsy turvy.
So once again, Darrell Doucette. We'll see you in 2028.
No, dude. Fuck that little weasel.
People thinking
Fuck
the
that
helmet
guy.
shells, maybe they work, maybe they don't, maybe they
They
fucking
don't.
absolutely do not work. Sports Jeopardy. Tua speaking on Brian Flores. NBA make or breaks for this next season. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
I don't think. No.
Okay, that's
I was gonna say I don't like Jerry West, and I don't. But yeah, that too.
what's like you don't like
I
him
don't
as
know.
you don't like him as a logo.
No, I say we no keep the logo forever. Who gives a fuck? I bet there's millions of NBA players who have done that fucking pose.
So what's your reasoning for not liking the
Just him.
late
Yeah.
Jerry West?
Oh, he's dead. That's on me.
Did you forget? Did you forget?
Never forget.
But did you?
Did I?
Is that what you just did there? Did you make
Clearly, I
it? You
think that's
make a
what happened.
oops. You
Yes,
made a oops.
but I've never forgotten. I don't forget.
Yeah, but okay,
I
but
haven't
here's
forgotten since.
I guess before real quick little I guess combo on the pod. Is it wrong to make fun of somebody who is dead, but it's not about them being dead? Like people make fun of Michael Jackson still. He's dead. Like people didn't like people are
But
gonna keep making OJ jokes. Like it's not.
no, but I mean, we still make fun of how Mike died.
I don't know. I don't think people. I
Some
mean,
people do. Not really.
I mean,
It's more the kid thing.
considering the doctor went to prison for it,
Agreed.
uh, he like got it. Like it
It's
was
more of
wrong.
like a cautionary tale. It's more like, don't take that. You're gonna
Yeah,
Mike
I mean,
Jackson yourself.
I was kind of just backing you up, like, Jerry West. It's like, but then, like, I wanted to just remind
You
you.
know, I wasn't making fun of him for being a dead guy. It's like I
Yeah,
think I
yeah,
saw a
no,
clip of
no.
him recently, and I don't think I liked what he said. And I can't remember what it was.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
but yeah,
I feel you. I
I
feel
don't
you.
think I hate dead people for being dead. You know,
No, yeah, that'd be dumb.
if anything, good on them.
Why?
If they suck like OJ, like yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay,
where you
okay. I got you. I
belong,
got
brother.
you. I got you. I got you. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of On It. We will be back on Tuesday to talk more NFL, more NBA, play some more Sports Jeopardy, maybe talk some more sports that won't be important for another 4 years. Maybe not. Um, with that being said, it has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
Vote for OJ.